Hello everybody and welcome to the Craftsman Truck Series regular season finale here at the Daytona International Speedway in our Craftsman Truck season. Of course, we're all the way at the back of the field, but at the front is Zane Smith and Tanner Gray leading us to the green flag here at Daytona. So we are underway and Zane Smith begins driving away here. Of course, this is the final chance for all the drivers currently in on points or out on points to make it into the playoffs that start at IRP in our next episode. Next episode, of course, will reveal the full playoff schedule. But right now it is Zane Smith leading, but here comes the 9 truck, Colby Howard, having a tremendous run right now in that small team, trying to win his way into the playoffs. He's going up there for the lead back here. We're still fighting at the back here with trucks like Wallace Allen, Daniel Dye, and Caden Honeycutt trying to work our way forwards. Currently running 34th, going way up the racetrack right there, trying to get a draft, and we're going to get a huge draft and a big run contact, a little bit of contact with Daniel Dye, but we are making some moves down the outside lanes. We start to move our way up through this pack here at Daytona into contention now, and we're still getting a huge run down the front stretch, almost into the outside wall. We're going so high on the racetrack to the outside of the 30 truck. Oh, a little bit of contact. We save it. We stay green. Are charging up in the top 20 already now behind William Sawalich and Nick Sanchez. We're nearly up into contention already. Behind the 2, we decided to go 3 right between him and once Sawalich slides up, we get loose, turns Sawalich into the wall. He's wrecking. They will crash. The caution will come out. A hard crash for Sawalich. Multiple trucks, big hits involved. Brett Holmes in it. Jack Wood is collected. Caden Honeycutt as well involved. Big contact there. Brett Holmes, Dean Thompson, Daniel Dye in it. I believe the 20 truck and the 34 and the 33 are involved as well. As you see here in slow-mo, we just got off the stage, came down with a little bit too much, being too aggressive at the turning, turns Sawalich. He goes down to Sanchez. Luckily, Sanchez avoids any severe damage, and Sawalich goes down and gets drilled by Jack Wood and then by Honeycutt, and sends them both down into traffic, and from there, a whole bunch of trucks get collected, start slamming into each other, crashing everywhere, and that is the big one here at Daytona on lap 2. It's not the way we wanted to start this race. See, I was trying to avoid turning Sawalich. We were just way too aggressive. Had so much momentum, we didn't lift and just went for a hole that wasn't there, and unfortunately we caused this big crash that takes out a good chunk of contenders in Jack Wood and William Sawalich. So that is unfortunate for them. I send my apologies to those teams, as it was clearly my mistake there. But meanwhile, back to the front of the field, we got a battle for the lead going on right now between Colby Howard and Zane Smith, duking it out for P1. What a great battle we have here. Back to the line though, it's going to be Colby Howard leading here at Daytona to the caution flag. And now we move on to stage 1, ending as we go green on the restart. So Colby Howard wins stage 1 at Daytona, followed by Zane Smith, Tanner Gray, Christian Eckes, Matt Crafton, Ty Majeski, Corey Heim, Grant Enfinger, Ben Rhodes, and Timmy Hill, the top 10. Now back underway in stage 2 on lap 12. Colby Howard brings us back to the green here in the lead. A couple of trucks have pitted to top off on fuel and get some tires and all that. We stay out on the racetrack to get some track position. We're not too far back. I believe we're back a little bit around the mid-pack area, trying to find our way back forwards, as right now it is Colby Howard. He's leading the way, though, having a great run for CR7 Motorsports, driving for Cody Robaugh. Of course, Howard trying to find his way into the playoffs with a huge upset win here at Daytona. It's his opportunity. He's trying to make it happen, but Crafton's also another driver that pretty much needs to win his way through. Then you got Eckes, Heim, and Majeski all currently in. Of course, Eckes has a win, but Heim and Majeski are in on points right now, just trying to get stage points to clinch their spots back here. Here we are. We, of course, have won 9 times already through 15 races. Are working around the outside of Wallace Allen right now. 4th position, already past Chase Purdy, who enters this race on the playoff bubble to try to pass the 41 of Travis Pastrana. No success so far, though. Our run does not work on the outside lane, so we slide in back behind Pastrana in the 41 truck. Back in line here, scored in the 10th position here, so we're in the top 10 for the first time today. Matt Crafton, though, now leading here at Daytona. Him and Colby Howard, 2 guys who need to win, making it happen, battling for the lead here at Daytona. Can they hold on and be a factor in the end? We've already gone around Pastrana and now have a run on the back of this lead pack of 9 here, and we are moving our way forwards. Big run back there, already got around Stuart Friesen, see us all the way in the background, but Howard and Crafton continue to battle. Crafton gets clear, but Colby Howard gets the run on the inside lane. Here comes Colby Howard, the 9. He is going to take the lead from Matt Crafton. Huge check up on the outside lane. We go flying around the outside. Ty Majeski almost into the wall. Big move, just like the out of turn 4. We are going to come out to be side by side for second with Corey Heim. Big side draft. How about that? We have now charged our way up into battling for P2 as Colby Howard continues to lead and dominate here at Daytona. A very impressive performance from Howard and the 9 team right now. So now we're going to be on the outside of Corey Heim here, now behind him entering 1 and 2, but we're going to get his draft, which is perfect, and we're going to split him and Eckes in the middle. Aggressive move right there. We make it work. And we get draft 9 of Colby Howard. So now we're going to go into the race lead here at Daytona on the inside of Colby Howard. We will clear him, and we are now leading at Daytona, trying to get the Stage 2 victory here with a strong move through this pack to be leading the way, preventing all these guys from trying to win their way in the playoffs. Huge block he threw right there on Colby Howard. See, we were able to keep it full throttle through the corner. They check up, so we're going to get a good gap here on the rest of the pack behind us because of the difference in how we're able to throttle through the corner. I guess their trucks are too loose handling. They bounced up the racetrack. We were able to hang on to it and go full send through the corners as always here. So now 10 to go in the race here at Daytona. I believe that will end the stage. So I believe we're going to win stage 2 here. As a caution will most likely wave here over Eckes and Howard behind us. Not quite though. So the caution did come, so that did end stage 2. So right there we just ended stage 2, but the rest of us in this pack up here are racing back to the line because of the 2003, NR 2003 rules, where it's race back to the line when a caution comes out. So I'm trying to maintain this track position, racing back to the line, but we do get a stage win, get a playoff point. Definitely going to help us out come time for when the playoffs start in the next episode. We should easily cruise to the championship 4, almost at this point how many playoff points we have. Corey Heim, though, gets around us on the outside. The 11s, we went to block the 9 of Howard, let Corey Heim go on the top, and Corey Heim is going to have that track position as he's going to get around us and lead the field back to the line. A beautiful move right there by Corey Heim. So Corey Heim is actually now leading at Daytona. We will be scored in second, almost had him. Then Crafton, Howard, Eckes, Hill, Majeski, and the rest of the top 10. And now we move on to the restart here. It's going to be with 6 laps to go. Lawless Allen stays out with Caden Honeycutt, Carson Hocevar. Those 3 are going to lead us back to the green flag. Myself and Heim back in 4th and 5th are the first 2 trucks that have come down the pit lane and have enough fuel to go to the end, hopefully, and enough tires. So now we're going to try to charge our way back up here. But Lawless Allen, another one of those drivers in a must-win scenario to make the playoffs, as is his teammate. The 42 of Carson Hocevar's got to make it happen. They got to win to get into the playoffs. Heim giving Hocevar a big push here down the back stretch, trying to get him up into contention. But I'm already on the outside. Lawless Allen, contact made Lawless Allen down the track into me. We're to the wall. We're almost wrecking Lawless Allen sideways. He saves it. What a save by Lawless Allen, and we stay green. A near disaster here at Daytona that could have wiped out the entire field right there. A little bit of contact gone wrong creates almost this big wreck. Me and Lawless Allen get together and nearly take out the field. As you see here, we gave Lawless Allen here, we're going to, I believe, right on board the 45 here. He's going to be going straight here down this back stretch. And then you see behind us here, Lawless Allen's going to get a bump right about now down to Hocevar. He tries to save it by sliding up into me, and we get squeezed into the wall. And then look at this save, how somehow no one else hits him as the whole pack makes it through narrowly. So now that was insane. So now we go up to a Hocevar's truck here. And we're going to get, I believe, a view from Corey Heim actually here, because he was right behind this instance. So we're going to go on board with the 11 truck of Corey Heim and just watch how close he is to being involved in this. Very lucky there for Corey Heim to avoid it. And now we're going to get, I believe, a slow-mo of it, and then the final full-speed replay of this. See right there, we just went to the high side, Lawless Allen just a little bit too late, gave him a bump. He slams his teammate Hocevar through the grass. They both save it. Then Lawless Allen slides back up into me, puts me in the fence, and then he gets into the wall as well. But luckily we both keep it straight, somehow don't wreck the field right there. Everyone going on the apron to avoid what could have been the big one right there. Narrow avoidance. Very, very good job by the whole field here, avoiding what could have been a massive crash. But luckily everyone continues. We stay green, by the way, so we're still racing here. I'm still trying to get back up to that lead pack, because of course all our momentum. Majeski almost got wrecked right there by St. Smith. That would have been big for the playoffs. Luckily they save it. Once again, no wreck happens. Corey Heim, though, leading this race. I'm still only back in 6th. I didn't lose that much positions from that whole thing, but Lawless Allen was really the one that got done in there. He lost all of his positions. So Corey Heim leading here with just 6 laps to go here. Now 5 laps to go at Daytona over Travis Pastrana, Roger Caruth, myself, and Hocevar. And we're looking to go 3 wide to the inside of Pastrana. We're going to go all the way to the front here, trying to go inside of Heim for the lead out of turn 2. We're going to try to clear, not quite, but we are leading it here at Daytona. We now clear the 11 of Corey Heim for the race lead. And we have made a trip on the just like that. We're right back to the front of the field now after that near disaster crash. Now we block Heim, almost blocked Pastrana. A little bit of contact makes us chase the truck up the racetrack, but we hold the lead as Pastrana. Big check up there on the bottom line. And our outside lane is the 3 is going to train right by all those trucks on the inside lane as they come out of turn 4. Pastrana is going to lead Hocevar and a bunch of guys down to the pit lane. They're all pitting. They're throwing away chase at the window. Chase Bernie DiBenedetto just made like 12 illegal passes going below the double yellow line, but hey, you got to give him props for that. That was impressive, avoiding all the guys that pitted. So now it's a 4-truck pack here at the front. Myself, Corey Heim, Roger Caruth, Colby Howard. Of course, Caruth and Howard pretty much must win to get in the playoffs at this point. Heim is clinched on points, and we, of course, are already through with our multitude of wins this regular season. But it is getting down to crunch time. We got to hold these guys off. There's such little trucks in this pack. There's not too much momentum being generated right now. So Corey Heim gets a little bit of a run, but we easily just block these guys going through the corners. As you see right there, they're going to check up right there in the center of the corner, and we're going to keep full throttle, and we're able to gain time on them doing that. But now Roger Caruth will power by in a second and see if anyone else is going to pit this time by. Indeed, Taylor Gray, Haley Deegan, Chase Purdy, DeBenedetto, Zane Smith, a lot of those trucks coming down pit road for service, and that leaves very little trucks left here to fight it out for the win. Looks like it's going to be about 7 trucks here battling it out here. Everyone in the draft with just 3 to go. Myself, Caruth, Howard, Heim, Crafton, Timmy Hill, and Christian Eckes will be the 7 trucks duking out for the win here in Daytona in the regular season finale. Of course, playoff spots are on the line. Of course, a lot of the guys around that bubble area pitted, but all the guys who need to win here are right behind me, trying to find their way through. Crafton being aggressive back there, almost turns Corey Heim, but gets underneath him, trying to get up into contention here for position. He was a ways out. He needed to win to get in, so he's trying to get up here. Of course, Caruth enters pretty much just below the playoff bubble, but I still don't think he'll have enough points to overtake Chase Purdy. Now 2 laps to go at Daytona. We are holding the lead strongly here over Roger Caruth, who's got to run, but we tossed the block on Raja, prevented from getting around us. Big block thrown right there. He goes back to the outside. We throw a big block. Oh, contact made. We almost crashed. Colby Howard going to get to the inside, and Howard's going to get to our inside. We're going to be side by side through the corner, though we do a masterful job of side drafting and go around him and clear him to take the lead right back down the back stretch, and we maintain the lead with some beautiful side drafting. He goes up to the top. We throw a huge block right there. They're being aggressive. Here comes Matt Crafton on the inside. He's looking to get into the playoffs. We block him on the inside in the lane, chase the truck up the track a little bit, but still hold the block. They check up behind us. We get that gap that we usually typically get here through the corners. Through 3 and 4 coming to take the white flag this time by here at Daytona. The final regular season playoff spot is going to be on the line here. A white flag, final lap, presented by Credit One Bank here at Daytona. For myself, we lead, but Crafton's got a huge run on us, as does Colby Howard. We blocked them both into turn 1 and 2, maintain the lead comfortably here, doing exactly what we've been doing for the last 5 laps. Just managing both lines here, doing the blocks, not wrecking somehow, but doing a great job of maintaining this lead. But Matt Crafton, Roger Caruth, they're going to have a run down this back straightaway on us. Crafton's going to go low. We throw a huge block. Then Crafton's going to go back up to the top, trying to make a move. We block Crafton up on the top. Actually, we don't. We stick on the bottom as Colby Howard hangs around. Here comes the 9 truck. Howard trying to make one last surge for the win, but it's not going to be enough here through 3 and 4 for the final time. We're going to hold on for now. It's coming out of the final corner. Colby Howard's going to bring it down pit lane. He's going to toss away his race. He will pit and back to the line. We are going to win at Daytona. Our 10th win of the season. Crafton so close in second. Caruth in third. And oh, trouble afterwards. Myself goes around that. Eckes and Heim, your top 5. And the rest of the top 10 you can see there on the leaderboard. See, after the flag, we make a little bit of contact with Matt Crafton. And we go spinning through the Daytona infield over here. After we got our 10th win of this Craftsman Truck Series season. Now we're going to burn it down in celebration. After a very tense, dramatic race with a lot of contact being made around the front, a couple of bumps going wrong, you know, that near crash with Wallace Allen. Then, of course, the big crash on lap 2 that took out a bunch of trucks. And you see we're burning down, almost ran into Haley Deegan as she comes across the start-finish line. Do a burnout here on the start-finish line, and that'll do it. And now we see the race results on the left side of your screen. You can see Colby Howard just threw away a really good finish there by pitting on the last lap. See the DNFs, and we're going to see who made the playoffs momentarily when you look at this final playoff grid. And now I look at the playoff grid. Of course, our 5 winners, myself, Jack Wood, Christian Eckes, Stuart Friesen, and Ben Rhodes are into the playoffs with wins. Corey Heim advances comfortably by 97 points. Zane Smith goes through by 51 points. Tanner Gray advances by 50, as well as Ty Majeski and Chase Purdy. Still a pretty solid gap back to Roger Caruth. 25 points the difference, as Chase Purdy will make the playoffs. Caruth, Crafton, Enfinger, Deegan, Howard, Sanchez, Hocevar, Garcia, Holmes, Ankrum, Taylor Gray, DeBenedetto will all miss the playoffs. So there's your 10 playoff drivers. Now we're going to look at the playoff reseeding. Of course, we won the regular season championship. So here's going to be the grid entering the first race of the playoffs at IRP in the round of 10. We are going to be comfortably to the good, almost over a full race, plus 75 to the good in first. Jack Wood, second on the grid, plus 11. Corey Heim, 9 points to the good in third. Eckes, 8 points above in fourth. Zane Smith, 4 points above the cut line in fifth. Then 6th, 7th, and 8th. Stuart Friesen, Ben Rhodes, Tanner Gray, all tied at just 1 point over Ty Majeski at the playoff bubble. Of course, Majeski out by 1, and then Chase Purdy out by 2 in the 10th slot. So until the next episode for a playoff opener at IRP, I hope you all have a good one.